staying young as we get old. Well,
hey. Everyone, welcome to NBA 2K21. We've got a chance to check out a My Player build and see what he's got. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Clippers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Along with our so-called expert color commentators, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. What are you guys looking forward to the most tonight?
Other than more compliments from you, Blake, I mean, obviously, it's total focus on this My Player build. See where his game is, and perhaps try to see where he fits.
Beyond the talent, Brian, I want to see how much effort he gives. How much does he want it? You can have all the skills in the world, but when we tip it off, you're facing off with the best in the world, so you have to play with some fire.
Oh, guys, we are in the era of player empowerment. And how do you think that has affected the league?
Well, Blake, I think the most important part of player empowerment is player movement. Stars having the ability to not only leave a team if they're unhappy, but also choosing where they want to go. We've seen elite NBA players traded, signed with new teams all the time.
I think it's a great thing. And honestly, guys, I don't think we'll see a dominant run like the Warriors just went on for a while. Players want to play in new markets with different stars, different friends, and that makes it very difficult to keep a roster and stay on top.
And stolen by My Player. Deflects the pass. Here's the three. He can't get that one.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
And here's George from the arc. A rebound by Green. And here's My Player outside. Another miss by My Player.
He's been off his game this quarter, just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go.
Vucevic defending. Outside George. Clock at 6. Over My Player. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He is now 2 for 3.
PG-13 can be a monster from mid-range when he's feeling it. One of the more efficient jump shooters out there.
Pass to Vucevic. My Player launches a 3. And no good.
He's going to buy himself a ticket straight to the bench, if he keeps shooting it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Zubac. No good off front iron. Chicago trailing here. And here's My Player.
Some feelings I leave and call her, but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my and tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus went like a teeth, together we get mischievous. The bottom is way lonelier than the top of the ain't seen it. Stop that. Stop it, please. You more concerned what others earn, that says a lot to me. I turned $1 million down 1,000,000 times, that's not a lot to me. The game is changing, I do the best that I can to attain it. If we on myself, all that other dangerous. I just made a way for myself from my west and my grandmama basement. So I think you should bow in the presence of greatness. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please. We talking about generational wealth, the pressure I built for myself. For all of the people who picks on my grandmama's shelf, who heard her say, I would imagine one day calling manifestation and man would get taken away. We wasn't planning vacation like internet bandwidth was It's all eyes like a captain would say. Treasure map is a trap and this rap is a rap. Till you back on the app, it's a matter of fact that you gotta like a giraffe while a calendar counting the days. The days only count if it's. Imagine a mansion, I feel like a madman, a master in a vain living. I'm pretending I'm thankful at Thanksgiving. I just bought a change you can't change.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for some NBA 2K21 action. We're here to get a peek at a My Player build, so this should be fun. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Chicago Bulls. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Zuniga with our 2K broadcast team experts, Tim Swartz and Brian Banafatemi. You guys excited to get a look at this My Player build?
Of course, Blake. It's one of the things I love about 2K. Working on the old MP. Seeing what you can create tonight will be a great indicator of where he is headed.
And other than hearing our wonderful voices, I think that's my favorite part of the NBA. The videotape, the scoreboard, the stats, they never lie. You have great ratings, but all that matters is whether or not you deliver in games. We see how good your My Player really is.
About a quarter of his attempts are 3 feet and in, which is a huge number for a small forward like Kawhi.
Well, we are in the midst of the three-point shooting era. Every team wants 4 to 5 people on the court at all times who can hit from long range. How's that affect new players?
The thing is, for guys like My Player, if you can't shoot from deep, you better have a good wingspan and play defense. I mean, you better be great at everything else, because with how good NBA defenses have become, that three-point shot is a must for spacing.
It's not just that, Brian. It's almost become a math equation, thanks really to the Houston Rockets. If you don't win the three-point battle, you need to win the turnover or rebounding battle to get more possessions. And in addition, you got to shoot a great percentage from the field. So the three ball has changed everything over the last maybe 5 or so years. You have to assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was right there.
Pass to DeRozan. Now here's My Player. Off the mark there with the three. And here's George. From outside the arc. Yes, great play by Jackson to set it up.
He sure can stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to shy away from.
My Player. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. George with it. Vucevic covering. And George gets it to go.
And the strength of George, something he's developed over time, allowing him to make more plays off contact.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is definitely a unique talent. So if you're a wing player on his team, how do you find success?
Well, because Nikola can stretch the floor so well, I think some defenses start to become vulnerable inside. The opposing big is all the way out there on the perimeter trying to track him, taking that opportunity to drive.
You nailed it, Tim. Vucevic certainly does a lot for his team's spacing, and that just helps open things up offensively. So as a wing, you're going to have a little bit more room to operate, and that's always a good thing.
And that one's good. My Player.
And he's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Jackson is doubled. Pass to George. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. My Player from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
What an athlete this kid is. Ball gets off the floor with such ease.
Leonard outside. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, George. Gets to the corner and hits it.
Well, that's George's game. Most accurate when someone's feeding him in rhythm.
To the paint. Ball. Good. And it's Green who picks up the assist.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
My player from deep. Rebounded by Kawhi. The Clippers trailing. To the inside. Zubats.
When Leonard's on the floor, he attracts so much attention on the offensive end. It can lead to easy buckets for his teammates.
My player, covered by George. And here's my player outside. It's good from long range.
What a perfect release that time. I thought it might get blocked, but nope.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that matchup. Excellent ability to get off the long-range shot.
And it's all about timing when there's a guy bigger guarding you.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls up by 3. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. So, seeing my player get after it through 1, how's he looking out there?
To me, his instincts on defense really showed through. Picked up a number of steals, and that's the kind of thing that can get you out and running, get you easy baskets.
It's also the kind of thing that can fluster an offense, especially if it keeps happening. Now, we're going to see if they're able to adjust and start taking better care of the ball.
From 13, Powell can't get it to go. Chicago leading. And let's discuss the potential of being a wing player and suiting up next to DeMar DeRozan. How could you best complement his game?
Well, for a player like DeRozan, who plays mostly off guard, he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. And he's usually comfortable from the mid-range area. So that can open up threes for other players. As a wing, make sure you can hit from long range.
And DeRozan is a guy that defenses really lock in on. So the wings have to be aware of that and move accordingly. You got to remain fluid when sharing the floor with DeRozan, or else you'll just be wasting precious opportunities.
Pass to Batum. Back to Powell. This one for 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Looks like you took that last 3 a little personal.
Yeah, that was definitely some payback right there.
That's what you love to see. 2 guys going at it.
My player from deep. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. This is his first free throw attempts of the game.
First team foul. At the line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. 2 shots.
The first one fall.
Clippers substitution.
Levine. He's guarded by Leonard. Back to ball. Pass to my player. And good. Coming up, the assist by Ball.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. Has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Inside. And the jam by Marcus Morris.
Power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of it.
That could be a catalyst for that.
That could get him going.
I think so. We've seen those kind of plays getting them going in the past.
Oh, and Vucevic the slam.
With all the reach you need to throw it down, Vucevic makes it look too easy sometimes.
Kawhi Leonard into the lane. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 on the floor. It's deflected. Back to George. Leonard. Outside George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
He might be a volume shooter, but he has superb shot selection. George is aggressive when he's got it going on.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Bulls up by 5. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. With 2 quarters behind us and 2 left to go, what are your thoughts on my player so far?
Absolute brilliance. He carried their offense. He took good shots and showed great finishing ability.
Yeah, and he was creative, relentless. Even when the guys were right in his shirt, he found ways to score. Incredible performance.
Establish his position with a sturdy base. He got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 17. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
His presence as a scorer has a calming effect for them. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
High player from deep. Hauled in by Zubats. So it's the Clippers now. Trailing by 5. Outside Jackson. Back to Leonard. Great defense that time from DeRozan. Pass to my player. To the wing, right side. Ball. Back to my player. Another miss by my player.
It just hasn't been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Shots good by Leonard.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Timeout called the Bulls.
He wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change some things up as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things through.
And kind of change that game plan as well.
It's a close game here in Chicago. High player outside. Back to ball. Pass to DeRozan. My player, covered by George. Chicago, no good that time.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's been ugly.
And here's Jackson for 3. A rebound by Green. My player, right side. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
As well as he shot in the last quarter, it's been another story in this one. He just can't get anything to fall for him.
Leonard. With the second effort, it counts. Here's the foul. It's going to be on my player.
At over 6 boards per game during his career, Leonard is one of the better rebounding small forwards in the NBA. You know what he says, board man gets paid.
On the wing, my player. Covered by Powell. Here's my player outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, one make in 6 attempts. He's had a tough quarter.
Pass to Covington. Over to the wing. Robert Covington on the wing. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Second team foul.
It's going to be on my player.
Yeah, Robert Covington, a terrific success story. From an undrafted free agent to D-League MVP to one of the best defenders and what really a great two-way player in the NBA.
Pass to Caruso. Back to my player. And again in Chicago from deep.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. Just brilliant this game.
To the middle. And it's Covington finishing it off.
Get up. Covington can get to the rim in a hurry. A quick riser.
My player outside. The shot, no good.
Not his best quarter as far as scoring. We'll see if he can get back on track.
Poked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Out of bounds. Clippers ball. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls. Zach
Right wing. Here's Coffey. Defended by Levine. And the foul called on my player. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Powell up top. Just 4 to shoot. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Bulls trail. Pass to Caruso. Levine. Fires from 18. And That's my player missing. And here are the Clippers now. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Here's man. Vucevic defending. To the left wing. Coffee shot is good.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
And my player gets it to go.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Here's Powell. 7 points in the game. Foul called, that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul.
It's going to be on Nikola Vucevic. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
And my player gets it to go.
Ooh, that's a great find from Levine. Now, he plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point.
Here's man, and he dunks it down. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Batum, defended by Green. Powell, high post. My player's there. Rejected by Green. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Clippers out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
Getting ready for the final period, let's look at what got us here. Starting with my player's performance.
Long-range weapon. I mean, if you give him any room, he's burying the 3. And that's real important here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think they can count on him. I mean, he's fearless, and it just does not matter, guys, if he's wide open or if there's a hand in his face, because he's confident either way.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. Defense can't give him much space to operate, though.
Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Good. The Clippers trailing. Pass to Kennard. Here's George. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He's played an important role in their offense today. Without him, they might not be in front.
Ever since halftime, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way.
Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
That aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely. He is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Get up and get loud for the Lakers. Substitution on the court.
My player, covered by Powell. Pass to Green. My player outside. Good, and it's Green who picks up the assist.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, It's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over.
He wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now is the time to do it.
Yeah, there were clearly some things going on out there he didn't like.
It's a good time to take a timeout.
Marcus Morris Sr.
So it's the Clippers now. They lead by 1. The putback out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls.
Bulls ball.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside ball. Here's my player outside. Outside ball. My player. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. The shot that time not on target. Now the Clippers with it. It's a 1-point game. And the foul called on my player. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Fourth team foul.
Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, defended by Green. Elbow shot. Yes!
No fear. Leonard is a player who asks for the ball in these moments. Remember, he's won NBA championships.
Outside DeRozan. My player. Back to ball. My player up top. Pass the ball. Now here's my player. Covered by George. It's good! And that shot brings them within just 1.
Clutch basket. And with him on the short end of a major size difference.
Yeah, that play right there just shows you the toughness and determination that this man has.
Just gotta love watching this guy play.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard draws the double team. Back to Zubats. George, guarded by DeRozan. Leonard, no good. Here's my player. Down it! Oh, he got that! Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. Your thoughts, guys?
They barely have enough time to catch the ball and shoot it before time runs out. If they can make the shot, they win. If they miss, game over.
But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may be reviewing it. And don't start the celebration just yet. They're going to have a second look at it on the replay monitor. This one's over if the original ruling of the basket stands, but we'll see. The officials have made their decision. The basket will count. It took a little while to check the replay, but they did, in fact, have it right. He got it off.
inside you. There's a light, let it in. Just what it is what it was. Just what it was is what it is. Why stand alone when I stand beside you? There's a light, let it in.
Today, some feelings I leave and call her, but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my and tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus run like a T, together we getting mischievous. The bottom is way lonelier than the top of the ain't seen it. Stop that. Stop it, please. You more concerned what others earn, that says a lot to me. I turned a million down a million times, that's not a lot to me. The game is changing, I do the best that I can to attain it. If we on myself, all that other dangerous. I just made a way for myself from my west and my grandma's basement. So I think you should bow in the presence of greatness. Let's go. Boom, boom.
Welcome to NBA 2K21. Thanks for tuning into this contest featuring my player. This is an interesting build, so let's see what it's got. And tonight it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Chicago Bulls. Hello everyone, I'm Blake Suniga with our 2K broadcast team experts, Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. You guys excited to get a look at this My Player build?
Of course, Blake. It's one of the things I love about 2K. Working on the old MP. Seeing what you can create tonight will be a great indicator of where he is headed.
And other than hearing our wonderful voices, I think that's my favorite part of the NBA. The videotape, the scoreboard, the stats, they never lie. You have great ratings, but all that matters is whether or not you deliver in games. We see how good your My Player really is.
The two skills that NBA front offices are looking for, it seems, shooting and defense. 3 and D.
Everybody wants those, as you said it, Blake, 3 and D players are in high demand. The main reason, obviously, we all know about the value of shooting, the value of knocking down threes, but also the value of length, the ability to disrupt shots and passing lanes on defense.
And if you're a player like MP trying to make it in this league, you have to be able to shoot the rock, unless you're a big with crazy height or wingspan or something. And that's just the reality, because guys who can't hit a three just aren't making it anymore. So work on that long-range shot, because it could be your meal ticket.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Red hot out of the gates, 4 for 4 shooting.
Outside to Rosen. My Player from deep. Another miss by My Player. And the Grizzlies with possession. Over to the wing. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Just a great start here. That's 5 buckets without a miss.
My Player outside. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
To the middle. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run. And his shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is definitely a unique talent. So if you're a wing player on his team, how do you find success?
Well, because Nikola can stretch the floor so well, I think some defenses start to become vulnerable inside. When the opposing big is all the way out there on the perimeter trying to track him, take that opportunity to drive.
You nailed it, Tim. Vucevic certainly does a lot for his team's spacing, and that just helps open things up offensively. So as a wing, you're going to have a little bit more room to operate, and that's always a good thing.
Now here is Morant. It's hauled in by Ball. High player, right side. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Trying to get back on track. Another miss by my player.
He just hasn't looked right. Something's off with his mechanics, it seems to me. The coaching staff has got to get a look at him.
The Bulls trail. To the paint. Vucevic, that's good.
What a polished offensive player. Vucevic just goes to work when he gets an opportunity to score.
Now here is Morant. Ball defending. Back to Morant. Oh, and the jam by Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's straight fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
DeRozan, covered by Brooks. On the wing, my player. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky. You see the court awareness Morant has, outstanding at getting it to teammates who have clean looks.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Bulls with possession here. 9-point game. High player from deep. And that comes off the assist by Zach LaVine.
If you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Inside. And he makes good on the layup.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies leading by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. So seeing my player get after it through one, how's he looking out there?
Definitely made some nice plays so far. I think the second quarter is going to be interesting because we're going to see what he does, and we're going to see if he can build on that impressive first quarter.
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly how high the ceiling is for this fit. He's really still in the early stage of his career, but he seems capable at the bare minimum.
Melton, a chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And let's discuss the potential of being a wing player and suiting up next to DeMar DeRozan. How could you best complement his game?
Well, for a player like DeRozan who plays mostly off guard, he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. He's usually comfortable from the mid-range area, so that can open up threes for other players. As a wing, make sure you can hit from long range.
And DeRozan is a guy that defenses really lock in on, so the wings have to be aware of that and move accordingly. You got to remain fluid when sharing the floor with DeRozan, or else you'll just be wasting precious opportunities.
What an example of perseverance. Nikola Vucevic didn't make an all-star game until 2019, his 8th year in the league.
Memphis in the lead. Outside Jones. Down low. And it's good. Through contact, hit the shot, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
And he'll be shooting his
At the
first
line
free
for the
throws.
Grizzlies, Kyle Anderson.
Here's Caruso. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. My player, and they double up my player. Pass to Vucevic. From downtown, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Establish his position with a sturdy base. You gotta box out Vucevic better than that.
Outside Anderson, and he's going for the alley-oop, and stolen by my player. Here we go, one-on-one. That one goes. Count it.
Good at running the correct routes. I like seeing Levine work hard to beat everyone up the court.
Here's Clark. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
So probably the right play defensively.
Today, some feelings I leave and call her, but feeling mistreated. I sleep on my and tell me to drop, I don't see the reason. My missus went like a thief, together we getting mischievous. The bottom is way lonelier than the top of the ain't seen it. Stop that. Stop it, please. You more concerned what others earn, that says a lot to me. I turned $1 million down 1,000,000 times, that's not a lot to me. The game is changing, I do the best that I can to attain it. If we on myself, all that other dangerous. I just made a way for myself from my west and my grandma's basement. So I think you should bow in the presence of greatness. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please. We talking about generational wealth, the pressure I built for myself. For all of the people who picks on my grandmama's shelf, who heard her say, I would imagine one day call it manifestation and man would get taken away. We wasn't planning vacation like internet bandwidth was lagging. This feel like it's back in the day. It's all eyes like a captain would say. Treasure map is a trap and this rap is a rap till you back on the app. It's a matter of fact that you got like a giraffe while a calendar counting the days. The days only count if it's cash. When you hit the mattress, imagine a mansion. I feel like a madman, a master in a vain living. I'm pretending I'm thankful at Thanksgiving. I just bought a change you can't change. I see all my potential in pain dealing with the way to success and it tastes bittersweet. I mean, you far from your kin, you not one of them. To them, to them, your light and get grim like a gremlin. It is what it is until feeling switch and then it's whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for some NBA 2K21 action. We're here to get a peek at a My Player build, so this should be fun. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Chicago Bulls. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Suniga with our 2K broadcast team experts, Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. You guys excited to get a look at this My Player build?
Of course, Blake. It's one of the things I love about 2K. Working on the old MP. Seeing what you can create tonight will be a great indicator of where he is headed.
And other than hearing our wonderful voices, I think that's my favorite part of the NBA. The videotape, the scoreboard, the stats, they never lie. You have great ratings, but all that matters is whether or not you deliver in games. We see how good your My Player really is.
Establish his position with a sturdy base. You gotta box out Vucevic better than that.
Gordon outside, pass to Green, and stolen by my player. The two skills that NBA front offices are looking for, it seems, shooting and defense. 3-and-D.
Everybody wants those, as you said it, Blake, 3-and-D players are in high demand. The main reason, obviously, we all know about the value of shooting, the value of knocking down threes, but also the value of length, the ability to disrupt shots and passing lanes on defense.
And if you're a player like MP trying to make it in this league, you have to be able to shoot the rock. Unless you're a big with crazy height or wingspan or something. And that's just the reality. Because guys who can't hit a three just aren't making it anymore. So work on that long range shot because it could be your meal ticket.
Now here's my player. He's got 9. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And already a
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us for some NBA 2K21 action. We're here to get a peek at a My Player build, so this should be fun. Tonight it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Chicago Bulls. Here we go, basketball fans. Joined by Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga welcoming you in. All eyes on My Player tonight.
I'll definitely be tracking him, Blake. I'm excited to see where his game is. Each contest is a different environment, and each game presents new challenges. How you deal with those questions says a lot about your future.
Finally, we agree, Brian. But quite frankly, for anyone in the NBA, that is the challenge. Every game is different between team styles and the players you'll face. So how can you adjust? If things aren't going perfectly, how do you deal with failure? It's the best league in the world. Nothing comes easy.
They've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass today. I love to see that kind of effort.
And it's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Now here's Smart. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tatum. The Bulls pull it in.
Well, the defense got lucky right there. He's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
All right, so with any new player on a team, you look at his skill set, the stats, and the trends that drive a lot of the expectations for performance. But how much can one rely on that to tell them how a player will function on a new team?
Yeah, well, Blake, this is where I put on my scout and agent cap. I mean, you can look at numbers all you want, but ultimately, you need to see how he plays in person, and that's why we're here.
And not everything can be seen in just one game. Sometimes you need to play multiple games. Try various sets, various plays. Play with the lineups to see exactly where a new piece can fit. There's a lot to consider, really. Tonight's going to be fun. Very consistent with his catch-and-shoot jumper. Lonzo has great feel and touch on that shot.
And slam dunk by Brown.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Such a hot start.
And the basket is good.
And the muscle of Vucevic, oh my goodness. Knock him around, whatever, he doesn't care. In fact, he welcomes it.
Now here's Tatum. And the jam by Jason Tatum.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Green.
2 minutes.
Pass the ball. Back to My Player. Shoots. And And good. Coming off the assist by Ball.
What an excellent distributor Zoe is. Has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
And let's discuss the potential of being a wing player and suiting up next to DeMar DeRozan. How could you best complement his game?
Well, for a player like DeRozan, who plays mostly off guard, he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. And he's usually comfortable from the mid-range area. So that can open up threes for other players. As a wing, make sure you can hit from long range.
And DeRozan is a guy that defenses really lock in on. So the wings have to be aware of that and move accordingly. You got to remain fluid when sharing the floor with DeRozan, or else you'll just be wasting precious opportunities.
From deep three-point range, the rebound by Williams. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And it's Smart missing. Here's the Bulls with the ball. Now here's DeRozan. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. And so here is Boston. Outside Smart. Tatum outside. Takes the three. The Bulls pull it in. Outside Ball. And stolen by Smart. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Launches it. And he's good on the three ball.
Determining the ceiling of Brown. How good of an outside shooter can he become? He may have already exceeded expectations.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Celtics on top, up 3. And it's obviously still early, but with one period in the books, how are you liking my player's performance so far?
Kind of hard to gauge at this point. He didn't put up big numbers, but you can see the effort was there.
And it's not all on him, Tim. You know, they understand his strengths, but I think they just need to play to those more if they want more production.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is definitely a unique talent. So if you're a wing player on his team, how do you find success?
Well, because Nikola can stretch the floor so well, I think some defenses start to become vulnerable inside. And the opposing big is all the way out there on the perimeter trying to track him, take that opportunity to drive.
You nailed it, Tim. Vucevic certainly does a lot for his team's spacing, and that just helps open things up offensively. So as a wing, you're going to have a little bit more room to operate, and that's always a good thing.
Pass to my player. Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Back to my player. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, they're starting to come on here in the second.
Yeah, their offense looking much better, and they're trying to make up some ground.
Now here's Williams. And Williams slams it in.
He was screwed up by the nice screen he ran his man into.
And then it was all acceleration to the bucket after that.
A lot of horsepower.
Some serious voltage right there, guys. Almost a backcourt breaker.
Back to my player. Pass to Caruso. Vucevic. With his first shot attempt. That misses off the backboard.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
And he gets it to go.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Pass to Caruso. Takes the 13-footer. Got a piece of it. White outside. And the Celtics getting another bucket right there.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Levine up top. Brown covering. To the paint. Here's White. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Timeout called the Bulls.
He's seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a clear message to his team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
So both. And we finished one half of play. The Celtics on top, leading by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And here at the halfway point, how would you evaluate my player's game this far?
So one thing that stood out for me, he definitely made an effort to hit the glass, scraping and battling on the interior.
Yeah, you love it anytime your guards can give you a few extra rebounds, because it's kind of like found money. And it's just something you don't count on, but it's a very nice thing to add.
Inside. Off on the layup. Chicago trailing here. And they double up my player. Outside to Rosen. On the wing, my player. Pass to Green. Back to my player. Outside ball. Over Tatum. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Smart. Here's Williams. And the shot goes in.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much size inside and expect to get a hand on it.
They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
And here's ball outside. Chicago, no good that time.
They've yet to hit. A slow start to the second half.
Tatum with the ball. And it's DeRozan picking him up. Basket good.
Covers a lot of ground with impressive long strides. Tatum excels at driving to the rack.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about 1.5 minutes in. Outside ball. On the wing, my player. And good. Coming up the assist by Ball.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Boston leading. From deep. And the Celtics, another 3.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight. Their offense scuffling a bit in the second half. Just 1 for 5.
To the middle. Horford, defended by Green. Back to Smart. D can't get that one. Good D by Ball. My player. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And the foul called on my player. That's his first foul. And the Celtics making a change here.
First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Tatum outside from past the arc. Can't get it to go. His 5th miss in 10 shots from the field. There's Caruso. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. On the wing, my player. Drills it from outside.
He scored most of their points, but he can't score them all. Needs some help if they're coming back.
The open shot by Brown. Yes, once again for him, an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, you've got to like his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now here is Tatum, guarded by DeRozan. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
The quickness of Tatum. He's attacking the basket. It puts the defense in a compromising position.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good at the line. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Right side, DeRozan. Back to my player. And they double up my player. 6 on the shot clock. The basket by Green.
Triples keep on falling down. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
With the floater. White, no good. My player outside. Levine. He's covered by Tatum. Levine with it. Here's my player. And they double up my player. Floats one. The basket by Green.
That's such a field shot. Sweet floater.
Tatum outside. Pulls up on the elbow. The rebound by Green. Here's the Bulls with the ball. 7-point differential. And it's my player missing. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The layup off target. Deep. Here's Levine. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt. Levine challenging the heart of that defense.
Tatum outside. And just miss after miss right now. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head into the... And while we have the chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, this was an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. They put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he served him up some...
Both teams making substitutions here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
If it's cash, when you hit the mattress, imagine a mansion. I feel like a madman, a master in a vain living. I'm pretending I'm thankful at Thanksgiving. I just bought a change of I see all my potential in pain dealing with the way to success and it tastes bittersweet. I mean, you far from your kin, you not one of them. To them, your light and get grim like a gremlin. It is what it is until for the switch, and then it's whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that. Stop it, please. Stop that. Stop it, please.
Warning, warning, heat index is rising. Warning, warning, system failure. Warning, warning, everything is burning. Warning, stop.
Hello, basketball fans. It's NBA 2K21, and we've got a chance to check out the My Player build process and what that's all about. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Zuniga with our 2K broadcast team experts, Tim Swartz and Brian Vanapatemi. You guys excited to get a look at this My Player build?
Of course, Blake. It's one of the things I love about 2K. Working on the old MP. Seeing what you can create tonight will be a great indicator of where he is headed.
And other than hearing our wonderful voices, I think that's my favorite part of the NBA. The videotape, the scoreboard, the stats, they never lie. You have great ratings, but all that matters is whether or not you deliver in games. We see how good your My Player really is.
With the salary cap, and the Supermax being introduced, the amount of money bets cost to have on your team, how vital is it to hit on your draft picks?
It's huge. You look at that Warriors run. They drafted Steph, Clay, Draymond in the second round. That was massive in allowing them to sign Kevin Durant. The biggest thing is draft picks just get paid less, have controlled contracts. So you have them on your roster, and it opens up cap space, and it's really a giant plus. You get tremendous value out of them when they're good.
And Tim, after that initial 4-year contract for first-round picks, you also can match any offer their first time in free agency. So team control is huge, especially in the current climate with guys constantly moving teams. The NBA setup really helps out the smaller market teams in regards to holding on to their stars early in their careers.
Another miss by my player.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. He got lucky. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending it through.
And it's clear which team has the swagger right now.
You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up, though. Come on, guys, you should know that. Hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, offensively at least.
Now here's Anthony. He's tightly guarded. Bamba. That one falls.
That's a good job of spotting his teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
Green, defended by Carter. Green inside. My player misses the three. And let's discuss the potential of being a wing player and suiting up next to DeMar DeRozan. How could you best complement his game?
Well, for a player like DeRozan, who plays mostly off guard, he doesn't shoot a ton of threes. And he's usually comfortable from the mid-range area. So that can open up threes for other players. As a wing, make sure you can hit from long range.
And DeRozan is a guy that defenses really lock in on. So the wings have to be aware of that and move accordingly. You got to remain fluid when sharing the floor with DeRozan, or else you'll just be wasting precious opportunities.
Now here's my player. 11 points in the game. Vucevic banked in off the glass.
Establish his position with a sturdy base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
And the Magic call time here.
It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Harris outside. Lopez. Ross on the wing. Back to Lopez. 5 to shoot. Pass to Ross. No good from outside. Chicago leading. My player from deep. It's good. And with that basket, he is now 5 for 9.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Harris. Here's Holtz. And nothing is falling right now for them. To the paint. Vucevic, that's good.
A tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
They double him with my player. Pass to Fultz. Lopez with it. Now Fultz. Lets the three fly. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bulls. And the Bulls with possession here. 6-point game. My player outside. DeRozan. And it's blocked by Isaac. And they'll keep possession. Here's Vucevic. Here's DeRozan. Offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Bulls up 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And kind of digesting what we saw in the first quarter, let's talk about my player's performance up to this point.
Have to love what we saw from him. Big time production, his shot selection on point, and he hit for a really high percentage.
And it's still so early in this game. It'll be interesting to watch how things develop and see whether he can keep up what's been a stellar performance so far.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is definitely a unique talent. So if you're a wing player on his team, how do you find success?
Well, because Nikola can stretch the floor so well, I think some defenses start to become vulnerable inside. When the opposing big is all the way out there on the perimeter trying to track him, take that opportunity to drive.
You nailed it, Tim. Vucevic certainly does a lot for his team's spacing, and that just helps open things up offensively. So as a wing, you're going to have a little bit more room to operate, and that's always a good thing.
Now here's Fultz. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now here's Lopez, guarded by DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Harris in the post, guarded by DeRozan. And it's Harris finishing it off.
Way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
We may have to pause the game. The basket's still shaking.
Yeah, he got as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Isaac. And the foul called on my player. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here.
Team foul. Magic substitution.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Hampton. First shot, first basket. He is out of the blocks fast.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Pass to my player. From deep three-point range, Isaac with the rebound.
His touch has deserted him this quarter, guys, and I don't know if it's ever coming back.
All sorts of time, and there's another one for the Magic.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
My player from deep. It's rebounded by Ross.
If he could improve on what's been a shaky day for him, that could stretch this lead out.
And stolen by my player. And here's the fast break.
What an excellent distributor Joe is. Has a knack for getting it to his open teammates.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the Magic all-time leader. My player really making a difference here.
He's been gunning from deep. If you're guarding him, you've got to get into his jersey. You can't sag off him at all, or you're just asking him to drop another triple on you.
For the Locables.
We've reached halftime in this one. It's the Bulls up 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with one half in the bank, what do you think of my player's performance so far?
I think we're watching somebody special here. He's playing with energy, not afraid to be involved in every play.
Yeah, and it's been an action-packed first half for him, guys. It'll be interesting to see how he does here through the next 2 quarters.
Cans it from downtown.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. That pass led him so perfectly, he didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Anthony. He's covered closely. Tries it from 19. And the rebound goes to the Bulls.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
Now here's Anthony. Ball defending. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? And no good, but close on that one, so he'll shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
It's going to go on ball. This is
team
his
foul.
first free throw attempts of the game. And so he hits both. Now here's ball. High player outside. And good. Coming up is this by ball.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
And down it goes. 2 points. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Wagner. Out of bounds. It'll go to the bowl.
Here's ball. Magic substitution, Terrence Ross.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Vucevic. My player. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, they're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Shots good by Anthony.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
My player from deep. And again, it's Chicago from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
And it's my player missing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And here's Anthony. Stolen by my player. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his third.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. That one falls, so he hits them both. Ball's knocked loose. Rejected by Lopez. And he recovers it. Chicago, no good that time. Isaac with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Back to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Count that bucket.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
And they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
And here's my player outside. And the rebound goes to the Magic. Inside. And the basket by Hampton.
He picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Here's Levine. Pass to my player. DeRozan. From the baseline. Jump shot is good that time.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Hampton. Ross. There's the triple. Oh my! Came this close to a 4-point play. And he'll head to the line with 3.
In for the Magic.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Back to my player. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. Now Anthony. Here's Bamba. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
He's doing his best to carry them, but he can only do so much. Things would be a lot different for them if he was getting a little bit more help.
And stolen by my player. 2 To the middle. And a dunk by DeRozan.
One of the main staples of DeRozan's attack. A powerful finisher because of his impressive athleticism.
Castabamba. And here's Wagner. Nice D from Zach LaVine. Here's the Bulls with the ball. They lead by 11. Now here's Vucevic, guarded by Bamba.
Tim, can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? They've been perfect.
Brian, I almost can't believe this. As cool as can be. Great focus, great efficiency. That's how they've built this lead.
The right way.
Good work there as it goes.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Ball. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. My player from deep. And Carter pulls it down.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up.
To the left side wing. Down low. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
That's his third.
Simply overpowering defenders when met with contact. Carter Jr.'s tough as nails.
Carter Jr. shooting 1.
Here's Ball. And here's my player out. And the rebound goes to the Magic.
He's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
He really has tightened up. No flow to his game.
Cole Anthony.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And my player gets it. Go.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have a green light.
That's his fourth personal foul.
He drops the first one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Those were crucial foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Wasted no time on that one.
As long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll keep firing.
As he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
The teammates just keep feeding the hot hand.
And Vucevic with the block.
You might expect a swat like that from a 7-footer like Vucevic, but I'm still going to applaud his timing on that.
Connects from three-point range.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but if you keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian. Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
And here's my player outside. And another shot. Green with the bucket. Getting it done inside.
And the fans loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for their guys.
It is. They kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage.
You know, Brian, this place is so hard to play at when the fans are into it.
6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. My player.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Takes the 13-footer. Rejected by Green. And he's able to get it back. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Crush the boards with a purpose there. Some hard-earned second chance points for him.
And here's my player outside. From deep. Off on that one. And so Chicago takes this one by a big margin.
Well, a key factor in tonight's victory, I'm looking at all the steals that my player piled up. The quick hands providing some critical extra possessions for his team.
And what a read for defense. At times it looked like MP knew the opposing team's sets, jumping passing lanes. An impressive understanding of defense already. And remember, steals can lead to easy points. A big contribution from MP tonight.
Along with Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. We'll catch you next time.